Here's what you missed this week on Play Mornings.
Marina, if I were to tell you that my favorite artist in the entire world was Beyonce, and then you were to ask me what my favorite Beyonce song was, and I then said, Bills, 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 does that count? Because I've been dealing with this question ever since you were sick. I think if your favorite artist was a part of a band or group or whatever, and then you say your favorite song by that artist is when they were with other people, I don't think it counts, and I don't think
so
they
either.
can be your favorite artist.
No, because then Destiny's Child would then become your favorite artist.
That's what I mean, right?
Your favorite group.
Yeah, you could love Beyonce, but if your favorite song of Beyonce's is a Destiny's Child song, guess what?
Yeah.
Destiny's Child is now your favorite
She didn't
artist.
even sing the
band.
whole song by herself.
That's what I mean. And the reason I thought about this was because an Ozzy Osbourne song came on, and I was like, oh, I really like this. And then I looked, and it wasn't just Ozzy Osbourne. It was Black Sabbath. And I was like, oh, okay, so I like Ozzy Osbourne. Paranoid is pretty good. However, it's not just an Ozzy song.
Now you have to like Black Sabbath.
Albeit the lead vocalist, but still, I feel like it takes it away.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But now I did put it out there when I was covering for your show on our sister station, and people thought differently than you and I.
Really?
They're like, if you like the artist, the band is just another part of the artist.
band is just the other people there.
But in my mind, I'm like, that's not how it works, right? If I say I'm a huge fan of Paul McCartney and then I name a Beatles song, I'm a fan of the Beatles more than I am Paul McCartney then.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Okay, thank God. I thought I was
agree
going
with you.
crazy.
You can be a fan of the band,
Yes.
the group, but
Yeah.
to single out one person from the group is kind of mean.
Not only is it
What
mean,
about the rest of them?
yeah, what about Ringo and the other guys, John Lennon's and George Harrison's? Like, to me, it's almost like stolen valor. I really get like, oh my God, do I love Kid Cudi? What's your favorite song? Well, it's a Kanye song that features Kid Cudi.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, no, that's not how it works. Okay, I'm so glad you're back. Not just because you're back, but also I've been feeling crazy the entire 4 days you've been gone. Because I was like, is everybody on cruise correct? Am I the insane person? But no.
No, because you can like the artist. You can say that's your favorite artist.
Yeah.
But when you start bringing up a song from a group that they're in, you can't just forget about the rest of them. You can't just do that
you.
because they're a part of it.
Thank you!
All right, we're going to take it all the way over to India here for a second.
Let's do
I found
it.
one of the craziest stories I think I've ever read, at least for 2026. There's a woman who was declared brain dead. She's 50 years old.
Oh, this better get funny very
no
quickly.
signs of life at all.
'Cause this is okay.
She has been discharged to go home so that the family can do the funeral service. The ambulance that she's in hits a pothole and she wakes up.
And she's good now.
And she's good now.
Dog, that is
she
the
stayed in the hospital for
craziest
2
thing I've
weeks
ever heard.
after that, and she got well enough to be discharged.
What? How does that work? How does that work?
don't know. But if we can, save lives one pothole at a time, I think we should do it.
I mean, here we'll have no issue.
No, I mean, there's potholes everywhere.
God.
Yeah,
Is
so-
there science behind this?
Okay, there's two different doctors saying two different things. Of course, the one said she was declared brain dead.
Yeah, I believe them.
They do this test. It's like a 15-step test.
Yeah.
To find out if you have any brain activity. And they said she didn't. Where they put the light in your eyes, you follow. Nothing happened. Her eyes were dilated. Just brain dead. And then another doctor is saying that it's physically impossible for her to have been brain dead.
Oh,
you cannot
no.
recover from it.
Well then, wait.
Yeah.
Flag on play.
Yeah.
Who do we believe?
I don't know, but she's alive, so I don't think maybe she didn't actually, she wasn't actually brain dead.
I want to believe that she was, though. Because if she wasn't, what was she? Did the other doctor who was like, it's impossible, come up with a solution of what possibly could have happened?
Now, I'm no doctor, obviously.
She was tired.
Not going to ask ChatGPT this either, because I'll probably get the wrong answer. But if you are in a coma, I don't think you're brain dead, right? I don't think you're brain dead if you're in a coma.
I don't think so.
So if they do this 15-step test, and do your eyes get dilated? Your
such
pupils
a
get
good
dilated when you're in a coma?
That's
you
such
think
a
the doctor
good
would know?
question.
Yeah. So it's one of the most wild things I've read so far this year.
How many lives do you think we could save here alone? Like, say it. We found. Congrats, everybody. We found a solution for brain dead activity.
Yeah.
How many
just
lives
take a
in Fort
drive
McMurray?
on the bridge on 63.
I'm starting to think that award shows just aren't for me. They suck. They're so boring. So far, I've watched the Grammys this year, and I've watched the Oscars. Thank God award season is pretty much over, because I don't think I can do it anymore.
Can I tell you something?
What's up?
When I was growing up, my parents would always put on every award show.
Yeah.
Award season was a huge thing in my family. Because they watched it so, I don't care anymore.
I get it.
And I've never
totally
seen
get it.
a single movie that was up for nomination in the Oscars. Not one.
I saw probably half this Oscars, which is way more than I've ever seen before, and I just wanted to be included in the Oscars thing. So
That's
about
fair.
a week before, I was like, watch this one, watch this one, watch this one. I didn't enjoy any of them. I watched them. I thought Sinners got robbed. But the only reason I watched this year
Did Michael B. Jordan win something for Sinners? Like Best Actor?
Yeah,
or something?
he won Best Actor. Congratulations, your first ever nominee, your first ever win, although I believe Sinners should have won it all. I watched for Conan. Conan was fine. But, like, there was no other reason to watch. It's 3.5 hours
It's
long.
so long.
Like,
And then, there's a lot of people, when I was growing up, there was a lot of times where, I was excited for specific movies
Yeah.
that I did watch. And then all of a sudden, you get that hour and a half of stuff that you don't care to watch. And then all of a sudden there's like 10 minutes worth of stuff that you really wanted to see.
well, that's why they put Best Actress, Best Director, Best Actor, and then Best Picture at the very end.
Yeah, of course they did.
They want to hold you captive while they're limping through Best Sound Design, Best Visual Media. And it's like, what are we doing? This could be 13 minutes long if you just do the ones everybody cares about. I give everybody else their props, but maybe make it at the end, like scrolling credits.
Maybe make it for the actors only.
That's also fair. Yeah, only put the Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Actor, and Best Director on air. And that's
it.
all we need.
That's it.
That's all we need.
Then we can all go to sleep nice and early.
You guys can sniff each other's butts while you do whatever you do at the Oscars, but we get 13 minutes of enjoyment before the new Bachelorette
There you go.
goes on.
Uh-oh. Speeding fines have gone up, effective this month.
So not only am I paying more for my passport, but I'm also paying more for my speeding
Yeah, like
tickets.
$4 and change more for your passport.
And
but
hopefully it's $4 and change.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. Speeding fines and demerit point system has gone up.
Oh, no.
So let's go over it.
Let's do it.
If you speed between 1 and 15 kilometers over the speed limit, originally it was a $78 fine, now it's $120.
I know the chances of you getting called out for it between 1 and 9 are very slim.
Yeah.
But the fact that they still have between 1 and 15.
Yeah, imagine.
It makes me angry.
Imagine going 1 kilometer over.
I would
and getting
never-
a $120 fine.
I would never fight something more in my life.
Yeah.
I would be the Martin Luther King Jr.
Would we be
of
able
that
to
speeding
give
ticket.
like the RCMP tickets as well then for going 1 kilometer over?
Oh my God, I've definitely been passed by them.
Yeah.
Yes,
same.
Marina.
Okay, 16 to 30 kilometers over, it went from 140 to 239.
That's my sweet spot.
Almost
right there.
$100 more there. 31 to 50 kilometers over goes from 253 to 474.
Listen, if you're driving, you have nowhere to be that fast that you need to go that quick.
Unless you're going to the hospital and there's like a police escort in front of you.
Yeah, I guess.
50 plus over the speed limit. 650 was the original fine. Now it's 2,000 plus.
Yep, that. And how many demerits? Or it should just be
We'll go into the
immediately
demerits.
license taken
It does
away.
say fines double in construction zones when workers are present.
Of course, we all know that.
Let's go to the demerit points. Between 1 and 15 kilometers over, 2 demerits.
That's my sweet spot right there.
16 to 30 kilometers over, 3 demerits. 31 to 54
Never had
and
that
50
one.
plus,
License
6
away.
demerits. Careless driving, 6 demerits.
So at that point, your license, if you go that quickly, not only you're paying $2,000, but your license is pretty much taken
How many
away, dog.
demerits do you have still?
So I think we all start with 15. I could be wrong. I want to say I'm down to 5.
How many speeding tickets have you had?
Since I've been 16 and driving on my own, 11.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm a moron. Listen,
You got
I'll
a heavy
admit,
foot.
I'm not like, oh yeah, 11 ladies. I'm more like, oh, what an idiot. I want to get back to Calgary quicker. Like that's my thinking about it. It's like, why was I going that quickly? Especially from 16 to like 19, I was still in Calgary. Where you going, John? Where?